Hello everybody, my name is Karman. I'm one of the exam technicians at the Justin Blaney Wellness Center, and today we're going to go over a few warm-ups for volleyball, okay? So before going ahead and going into that hitting line like we all love to do, I want to make sure the body is properly warmed up so that we don't injure anything, okay? So what I like to do personally is warm up from the bottom to the top. We're going to start off with our legs, warming those up because volleyball does require a lot of jumping, a lot of running, squatting, all that, okay? So we're going to start off with some high knees, just going to be jogging on the spot, trying to bring our knees up as high as we can, okay? We're going to do this for about 10 seconds, or if you want to go back and forth across the gym, go ahead and do two runs, one to a certain spot that you pick on the gym. I'd say about 10 meters away and then 10 meters back. Pretty simple. Then we're gonna move on to the butt kicks as well, okay? So the high knees, we're warming up the hamstrings. Now with the butt kicks, we're gonna be opening up the quads, okay? Now we're just gonna be running once again on the spot, trying to bring our heels as high as we can towards our butt. I would once again run if you have space to, 10 meters and then 10 meters back. That's pretty straightforward. We're helping engage all the muscles of the legs. And we want to make sure that we're doing dynamic warm-ups and stretches when we are warming up for a sport rather than static, meaning staying still. Next, we're going to do open gates and closed gates. These are for the abductors and the adductors of the legs. So we want to open up the legs like so. You could also do this while running or skipping, right? I like to do this just standing still, just like so. And then we're going to do the opposite where we bring the knee up and in, okay? We're going to do that a few times as well. And when you're done with that, we want to make sure we open up the abdominals and the back and the obliques. So all we're doing for this is just some twists. We're going to start off slow. If you want to get faster, you can, but make sure you're starting off slow so that you don't strain anything in the back. All right, so I just twist, 10 each side. And after that, we want to work our way up slowly into the chest. Because volleyball does require a lot of chest activation, especially when you're swinging, right? You open up the chest and then you close it. So I want to make sure the chest is properly engaged and warmed up. So to do that, we're just going to open it up, putting our hand on a surface like a wall and rotating away from our arm to open up this chest. We can do that for both sides. And once again, keeping in mind, we want to stay dynamic. So instead of staying still like so, we can be sort of pulsing back and forth, okay? We're gonna do this for both sides, making sure we're staying symmetrical with everything we do. Properly warm it up. It's also gonna help warm up the anterior delts, okay? To warm up the rear delts, we wanna bring our arm across, and once again, same pulsing motion. We're gonna keep our hand right on the shoulder and bring the shoulder as close to the chest as possible, preferably the opposite chest, right? Get a good stretch in for both arms. When we warm that up, we also want to make sure to warm up the rotator cuffs and the shoulders. What I like to do for this one is to grab a volleyball. So if you don't have a volleyball, you could definitely just stick to arm circles, right? But if you do have a volleyball, I urge you to pick it up, try to bring it as far back as possible, and just slam it down. Starting off lightly and then slowly going harder and harder, pounding the ball against the ground, because those are the movements that you're going to be doing during the sport. So you want to sort of go through those movements before the sport with less pressure, of course, on the muscles. We're going to start off lightly. After doing about 10 throws, once again starting at a lower intensity and then working my way up, being harder against the ground, we're going to do single arm, okay? Just like in volleyball, bow in the air and then we swing through. We're going to grab the ball. If you could palm it in one hand, that's great. Works better. We're going to come across and throw it. If you can't, try to keep the ball up like so and let momentum carry it and let it fall down, okay? So I like to just throw it against the ground. Do that 10 times each arm. Once again, starting softly, but then increasing the intensity that I throw it at for both arms, right? I want to stay symmetrical. Once we do that with both arms, we're warmed up. Now we can go ahead, join the hitting lines. And once again, don't go super powerful right off the start. Add ease into it, ease my legs into it, the run up, and ease my arms into it on my shoulders. okay? So make sure you stay safe, make sure you warm up before playing any sports. It is crucial because especially high intensity athletes, we like to give it our all. We have to make sure our body is prepared for that, okay? Have a great day and be sure to try these warm-ups before playing volleyball.